Yo, what's up guys? In this video I am going to tell you some tips and some hints maybe, and also some information about your snake. So it's not about if you got one, this is about if you want one. So if you want a ball python and your parents won't allow you, not necessarily because they don't like snakes, but maybe because you haven't really looked into it much, you've only just really recently said it, you just go, Mum, I want a snake. Or, Mum, can I get a pet snake? They're generally going to say no. Actually, 90% of your parents, your mum or your dad, whoever, will say no if you don't have any experience with the snake, or, like, just randomly say it out of the blue. I was like that. I did a college course about animals. I want to go into reptiles, snakes, obviously you see there. My oldest there, my second oldest there, my baby, and I have one who is at the vet because he won't eat. And I am not trained enough, I should say, to force feed them yet, but they are going to teach me that. So, first, research basic information about your snake or the snake that you require, be it corn snake, milk snake, king snake, carpet python, ball python, just any snake in general you want. I don't recommend venomous unless you really know what you're doing, but this is about people who just want their first snake. I recommend corn snake or ball python. Generally I wouldn't say corn snake or king snakes. I generally don't like them. I'm generally a ball python fan. As you see, I have 4. I will get one out to show you. I'll get my pastel out. He's the best. He's my amazing one. But get basic information about what they require: health, habitat, just how they eat, what they eat, how often, so forth. Just the basic stuff you need for your snake. So basic stuff. You will need a temperature gauge. I know it's quite high. That's all right. Anything like above 35 you don't want. They do, mostly it's 30, 31 people say, but it's actually they can go up to 34. That's what they have it in the wild when they're around. They come from South Africa, I think. I'm not too sure actually where they come from. You can't see him now. I turn the light back on. There he is. My Shalix. So, and temperature and humidity. They are the main things you need to look out for on your ball python to keep them happy. And humidity is to help them shed. Obviously, temperature is to keep them warm because they are cold-blooded and they can't heat themselves up. And they need it from direct sunlight. Obviously, water, a hide to hide in. 2 is preferred, so they can go down at either end. So if they get stressed out or whatever, they can hide. Humidity, I mentioned first actually, should be around about 8%. It's 33% there. I know you're thinking, oh, you're a bad owner. I'm not. I'm literally just about to spray every single cage like I do every day, every night, every morning. Temperature, you don't want to go any less than 28. And no higher than 34. That's a bit too high because the heat's been on all day and it's been a cold day, and now it's just decided to really warm up and it's boiling in here. So research basic stuff you need and then tell your parents again, and they would be like, oh, he seems to be keen and interested, maybe we should let him have one, and they might be a bit more inclined to let you have one. But I would go for a cheap one. Either go for a normal or a slightly more expensive, not yet higher price morph. Like the pastel was about £110, not sure how much dollars. Sorry, or the spider. I do have a spider, Green Ghost. He's the one who is at the vet, and I do have my expensive Pied Ball, which was £600, and my number one. So, you know, you got to be committed. They are quite cheap apart from all the stuff when you buy them. The food for them is pretty cheap. He's a little skittish, I'm sorry. He's my second smallest, but probably will be my smallest, and I'll have to force feed him soon because he's a bit of a pain to eat. But they'll be bulking up him in time when I get him back in a few weeks, which I shall hopefully let you know about that. And I'll update you with that if you want to see it. I'll get out my, I would say most friendly, that is Jacoby, but he's a normal, so he hasn't got amazing colours, nor is my pastel, but he's my second most friendliest, and I just love him. My pastel is my favourite, and he's my biggest, I say biggest size. Females 4 to 5 foot because they need to hold the ovaries when they like give birth. I say give birth, when they lay eggs even. Males generally 3 to 4 feet. So males are smaller. I have all 4 males. Oh, sorry. And was thinking about getting a female, but to breed. But you know, I don't have the room, and if no one wants to buy one, then it's rather pointless. And I've got so much more snakes to look after, cost money in the long run, and it'd just be too much. So I stuck with males. So let's get my boy out, if he's willing to come off his log, which he absolutely loves to hell, don't you? Sorry about that really awkward shit ass camera angle. He's sort of hooked on a branch, don't know if you can see in the dark. And yeah, they like stuff to climb quite a lot. They love climbing. I'm just gonna sit him on the floor and put him on the floor. Here he is with his colours. He is so friendly. He's probably one of the most friendly ones, but if you piss him off, he will let you know. And my mum's friend has kids, and they are so interested in him. They love him, and they love him. They have them all, but they sort of annoyed him, and he did get pissed off. He didn't bite them or anything. I wouldn't let him. If he got too agitated, I would put him back, obviously. I'm not that cruel to them or him. But he will let you know, and he'll sort of puff up and hiss a little bit. My pied bull did bite me when he was a little bit younger. But, so if you say to your mum, you know, I've looked up information, I think I could maybe look after them. I don't say maybe, obviously, but you say I could look after them, you know, be confident as well, saying, it's nothing, I've looked it up, I will know what I'm doing, I learn over the years, I didn't know much, but now I know quite a bit. So if you do have any questions about your snake, if you have one or you want one, please feel free to comment and ask me, and I will reply if I can. Also, before you get your snake, actually as well is a good thing, instead of just using the internet, get basic information, buy a book. I recommend buying a book. I mean, like, buy a book so you've got the information with you all the time. I mean, I have a book that is written, sorry for the bad camera angles, which I will show you. I have in my drawer there, and it's got everything you need to know about any type of snake, which is really helpful. And you can just learn over the years, become better. Before you know it, you'll be allowed another snake, you'll be allowed more, you can get your own collection, you can even breed in time. I mean, I know when I get older, I'm going to get a place of my own. I'm going to try and breed. So, and he is big. He's nearly 700 grams. He was nearly coming up to 800, but he lost a bit of weight from stock feeding because I fed him such a huge rat, and he took a while for him to digest. But it was very fun watching him eat. As you see there, he's pretty darn long. He's my biggest and second oldest. He is amazing, calm as hell. As you see there, he's pretty much full length. he's just got a bit bulkiness on. He's quite heavy. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I helped you, if it works for you to get a snake. If you do, please tell me. Send me a video, actually, if you can. Post a video, send me a link, and show me what snake you got and how they're getting on, or whatever. I'd love to know if it helped you. If it does, please like and click that subscribe button. Peace out, guys.